Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility, because it's Wednesday. What do we do on Wednesdays? Review new albums from across all the genres we cover here on the channel. All forms of metal, progressive rock, hard rock, classic rock, jazz fusion. That's kind of our sweet spot here on SOT. Today we're going to take a look at what I believe is the sixth studio album from this California band who have kind of developed somewhat of a legendary name in the metal industry, although they've been very inactive for so long, and long bouts of inactivity, and they've had some losses in the family, but they're back with another album, which I think is a tribute to their founding guitar player. The band is called Warlord. Free Spirit Soar is the brand new release on HR Records. And the hot pursuit continues, right? So here we've got, let's take a look at this. That's the slipcase. Also comes with a little mini poster. I kind of like these HR Records releases. They're starting to come out with some cool stuff here. They always give you good bang for your buck, right? Great artwork. Just very reminiscent to their debut and all their other releases. So let's take a look here, right? So Warlord, of course, a band that kind of burst on the scene in the early mid-'80s and didn't really play live, didn't record their first album basically live in a little empty venue, right? So the first album was live, not really a studio recording. And then just kind of like broke up and didn't do much of anything. And of course, their drummer, Mark Zonder, went on to join Fate's Warning, and he stayed there for quite some time. And then they would kind of bring back Warlord here or there, and anyway, there's a whole history of this band if you go and investigate. But the current lineup of the band for this particular album is comprised of Mark Zonder on drums. Okay, Mark, of course, like I said, Fate's Warning, many years, done all sorts of other projects, A to Z, fairly recently with Ray Alder. You've got Philip Bino on bass. He's been in the band since 2013. Philip, of course, very famous bass player, excellent player. You got Giles Lavery on vocals. He was with the band back 10 years ago, and they did their last little burst of activity and album, and now he's back once again singing for the band. You got Jimmy Waldo, has just recently joined the band on keyboards. Of course, Jimmy Waldo, Alcatraz, New England, right? And then Eric Juris is brand new on guitar, and I believe he's in the power metal band Crystal Viper. That's where kind of he's from. So they've put together this album basically as a tribute to William Samus. William Samus was the original guitarist, founding member of the band. He passed away in 2021. And here they're trying to do Mark Zonder basically said, let's do another album. Why not, right? So I will be the first to tell you, this is really, this is Warlord's a band I've heard about for years and years and years, but I have never listened to any of their music. All right, shame on you, Pete. I know, right? But I know there was a lot of talk about this when this came out, and I know some people are kind of like, well, if William is not in the band and he's no longer with us, why are they still doing this? Well, Mr. Zonder feels strongly that they should. Like maybe this will be the last ever album. Who knows? It's quite good, actually. It's quite good. And apparently most of this material, or some of this material, was being worked on while William was still alive. All right, so that's another reason why they wanted to kind of finish this album, because a bunch of these songs were already in progress and being put together, written and developed throughout the pandemic, and then we lost William. So they wanted to kind of make sure that this got finished and this got put together and released. So Musical Warlord, it's U.S. power metal, right, with flashes of prog, and it's big, epic, sweeping metal. There's little bits of orchestrations here, but just big riffs, really tasty solos, soaring vocals, catchy hooks, but more importantly, it's just American and just big bombastic sounding. I really like this a lot. In fact, I'm going to go investigate all the other Warlord albums because this is totally up my alley. Some great songs in here. Most of the tracks are, 5, 6, 7 minutes long. A couple shorter ones, but for the most part, there's 10 tracks on here. Behold a Pale Horse. Great way to pull you right in. Just good, majestic, classic metal stuff on here, right? Like I said, there's a power metal feel to it, because some of the vocals have that kind of European thing going, but for the most part, this sounds like underground U.S. classic epic metal from here. Not quite Manowar-ish, right? It's not quite that outlandish, but it's Liege Lord, Omen, that sort of thing. Maybe a little bit more majestic, kind of like majestic and epic, like early Candlemass, but it's not Doom, if that makes any sense at all. The Rider's a great tune. Conquerors is absolutely terrific. So memorable, just fist-pumping stuff. Love it. Worms of the Earth, another great one, another one of my favorites. Then you got The Watchmen, absolutely terrific. I wish that one was a little longer. It's one of the shorter ones on here. Then you got the title track over on the second half. The Bell Tolls, Alarm, Twin, and Revelation, which is XIX, which is also amazing. And that's really kind of like Rainbow Rising-ish sort of thing. I don't know. I really like this a lot. This is really, really good. It's produced very well. Giles and Jimmy both produced the album, and it kind of, though, sounds like it came from the 80s. It's got that kind of feel for it, like that 80s metal sound, like the underground, like Metal Blade stuff, right? And that's originally what label they were on way back when. It's got that kind of feel to it, which I think suits it perfectly. I don't think you want some big, 2024 super modern take on the production for something like this, because you want it to kind of have that feel that takes you back, 35, 40 years ago, right? So, 4 out of 5 star. I really like this a lot. Like I said, I'm going to go investigate the other Warlord albums. I know most people hold the debut up pretty highly, but they, like I said, they put out, they've got a couple albums. Let's see, take a look at their discography here. They've got, so Deliver Us came out in 83, and The Cannons of Destruction have begun, was in 84. Rising Out of the Ashes, 2002. The Holy Empire, 2013. The Hunt for Damien, 2015. And Free Spirit Soar here in 2024. So, again, I haven't heard any of the other ones. I'm looking forward to it. Guitars are ripping on here. Great solos, great riffs. Zonder sounds terrific. I really like the vocals. I think Mr. Lavery sounds really good. There's just enough keyboards on here. It's not overblown. Bass is good. Can't complain about anything on here. I really enjoy it. Just a really good, classic sounding metal album here in 2024. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts, and please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance for all your support there, guys. Appreciate it, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. If you've heard it, let us know what you think down in the comments below. Otherwise, go check it out. Come report back, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.